we got to cut a lot of that out.
Oh boy. Hi, welcome back to drybonesgarage. In this episode, we discuss some future options for the car as well as make a box for the pedal box. On our way home from that junkyard video, if you haven't seen it, I'll put a link up on top of the screen. On the way home from filming that video, my dad commented on how it probably made more sense to buy the car despite its huge price. He rethought it and came to the conclusion that the car was priced fairly, considering how highly the individual parts of a quarter can go for. So he made arrangements to buy it, and we hope to be picking it up soon. Have to make another trip. So I think that's all I have to say for now, and I hope you enjoy, and I will see you at the end of the video.
To start off, we filled some of the pinholes in the footwell we welded last episode.
What the heck was that? Alright, let's put the light in here. See if we can see anything from the outside. This is going to be very problematic. We get the car finished and we have leaks in here, right?
So you want me to weld a couple holes in the thing and then you want me to...
Yeah, there's like one in here somewheres and then one over here, pinhole. There's a bigger one down here that I'm going to try and address right now. I'll get that one if you want to get those two and then start addressing this, seam seal it. Let's make sure all the holes we can get have been gotten, everything we can find, and then we'll seal this up just like we did the other side.
I think that's all.
Cool. Alright, quick dress, clean it up, and then we'll start sealing everything up over here.
Hey Dad,
Yeah.
can you explain what just happened?
We tried to fit the pedal box in the car. Found we have two fails. One being we didn't make enough clearance for the addition of a clutch pedal in that whole assembly. And at some point this corner got pulled in, so we're going to have to cut that loose. This upper left-hand or upper outboard corner is actually back probably almost 1/4 of an inch. So yeah, that's something I was concerned about. When I looked at it, I was looking at it going, boy, that just don't seem square. Unfortunately, I didn't catch that until after we had welded everything in. So first we're going to have to relieve that. I think we're just going to, massage it to make our clearance because it is that close. I think if we just kind of dimple this area, push it in, that'll be enough. And then we can get that pedal box in and we can start bolting it or drawing it tight as we can, and then what we'll have to do is just kind of cut over. Actually, we might want to do that from inside and then push it out, cut our sliver of metal and stitch it back together. See what we got that's rounded and long. We're going to have to do something with the wiper.
What? The wiper?
Got interference with that. I don't know why I thought we were going to clear it, but unless things moved around a lot. Still no dice. Oof! Okay. Woo! Yeah, that ain't gonna wash. We got a problem. That's what I thought we were gonna have right there. So I thought that was gonna be swinging right in that pocket, and I thought we were gonna be perfectly fine. I wonder if we can bend these out. You know what I'm saying? If we can get them perpendicular and bend them, we can cut this notch deeper. If it'll roll right in that notch. Probably have to get them dead flat and then bend the one very precisely and have the other one follow. I tell you what though, that'd make getting that, I'm screaming, aren't I? That would make mounting that motor in here a whole lot easier if we could actually get it vertical, you know, so we have a known axis. Would be ideal is if we could actually pull these out of here without having to worry about breaking the pot metal. Actually, we got a replacement car now, so we've got parts. If we break something, it isn't that huge of a deal. We just can't break the same thing twice. No.
This is a weird footwell.
All of this is weird.
Put my feet.
But yeah, that's really weird. That's going to be some strange sitting over this. I'm not laying this in pretty, but we don't care. Making sure that any pinholes that might be left are filled. Working blind. So much fun.
Yeah, I can't even see what you're doing.
Oh, I'm just guessing. Alright, before I jet on out of here, do you need anything else? You got the concept?
I'm not sure.
No, you're not going to hurt anything with this, so even a total fail is still easy to fix here. Okay?
This was my first time using a paint gun.
What's going on?
Well, several different things all at once. With the addition of the clutch pedal, that's really changing up how our fitment is working in here. And when we were looking at just the brake pedal, I was probably blind and stupid. This looked to me at that point in time when I was just kind of holding pieces together like we would not have an interference problem with the cutout on this pedal assembly either. Unfortunately, that's not working out to be the case as we're starting to test fit pieces together. We've got to cut some of our cowl back out. Our cowl vent needs to be removed and reshaped, and we're going to have to shorten up the throw on these arms and cut them almost in half. I'm hoping that won't give us too much trouble as far as leverage goes. We'll still have functioning wipers after this little experiment is done, but this should give us a little bit of additional room under there for our heater box if we decide to mount it in the front of the car. We are looking at the possibility of putting that to the rear. So, more fail that we have to fix. So we got to cut a lot of that out. I almost think what we'll do is we'll bend up a piece of metal. We'll just cut all of this out, this whole section here.
Yeah.
And then basically weld in a piece that, just a flat piece up, across, over, and back out. That's going to get really tight and uncomfortable in here. This is really close quarters. I wish we had caught this before we had put this in. This is like double layered right in here. This is all pretty, a lot of material now. Probably more than we need. Oh well.
What's going on?
I'm just farting around with an idea here. We've still got the Z-bar for this thing. We might be able to, once we get this mounted, take a look at that thing and see if we can cobble up some sort of a linkage between these two, where we get this kind of levering something up and over and pulling. I had this brilliant idea that we could use a Fox body cable clutch and actually pull off of this, or if we weld an arm to that, off this like so. Bring it down, rotate out, build a bracket underneath the car and actually have it pull the Ford back, which is completely opposite of what the Mustang does. If I understand the way a Mustang works, I've never actually looked at the clutch mechanism in that one, and that little Fox body I had, the entire drivetrain was gone when we got it. So the other one was garbage. I never got underneath that car. We'll have to see how this plays out. This is not an expensive cable, so if this ends up being wasted effort and money, it's wasted effort and money. However, building a bracket off the trans, punching a hole in the fork, running the thread end through, and a nut and a washer on the other end, that's cake. If we can make that happen, that's a really easy way, in theory, getting all around the Z-bar and no space here, without having to go through the complexity or expense of throwing a hydraulic clutch in either end of this thing. And again, that's going to be a really big space constraint. So if we can make this work, hurrah. Otherwise things get tight. And I really would rather see you learn in a manual than an auto. Because if you learn in a manual, you'll never want to go back. I think from there we're going to need the rotary tool and the cutoff, or we're just going to be welding a lot of seam. Feels like it should just break out of there. That should give us probably our cleanest option if I can do this without totally blowing it.
I'm a little scared because this piece needs to be really precise. Time to make a box. I went and talked to Dad a little bit more about the shape, and it turns out I accidentally folded it backwards, so he folded it the right way and put it in there, and now all that's left to do is to shape the middle. It's hard to bend everything all the way over, so I might have to do that with the hammer and dolly. I don't know.
Later on, Dad told me there was a slot where he removed one of the fingers on the brake where I could put the other sides of the box in so I could bend it all the way.
Seem to want to fit.
With a bit of fiddling, we got it to fit.
that? When I run that bead, it's just half a beat longer than yours, or roughly twice what you're doing. We've got some good sized gaps we're going to be fighting against.
Is that all
What?
you want to say?
Yeah, right now. Okay, that should be held in place now. Let's get this out of here now that we've got that in.
Get what out of here?
We know we've got this whatever we want to call this box, this relief,
Yeah.
in the right place in relation to the pedal assembly. Okay, there's going to be some grinding up in there. We're going to have to do some grinding, clean that up.
Well, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give us a like and subscribe. And other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful week and weekend, and I will see you later. Bye!